So supposedly, this is how they did it. Using spoons, they dug out the vent in the back of their cells, and all 3 men escaped. What's up, Exiters? Today, we've exited off San Francisco, California. And where, you might ask? Not just any ordinary place. No, today, we're here at Alcatraz. Alcatraz Island, San Francisco, California.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Powerful stuff.
Not Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, but the original Rock. So we took a ferry boat over here. It's about 1.5 miles from the shore. We just got our thing. We got our map. Let us know where all we're gonna go. Gonna learn about the history of the place, the prisoners that were held here, the guards, all that good stuff.
So when you arrive here, you go to Pier 33. There's no parking lot specifically for this attraction, so you kind of have to find a public parking area, and price ranges can vary for that. The ferry ride over here took about 10 minutes, and if you come, I suggest getting on the front of the boat. That way you get a good shot of the island coming up to it.
Yeah.
And get there quick, because we had 2 Jolly Green Giants in our way that we couldn't get good shots because we're shorties.
Yeah, having to raise the camera way up over my head just to get a good shot. But
so other than this being Alcatraz, you know, this is allegedly one of the most haunted places in the United States. And we're gonna get to tour it and explore on our own. So when you get here, they kind of give you like a little briefing, and they tell you to scan a QR code that will give you an audio tour, you know, to go along with your self-guided tour, because you're walking around this place on your own.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can also pick up the map that shows you what areas are open and closed.
Gives you a little history, the prison, the fort, occupation, nature, all that good stuff.
So some of the most famous people...
It's $1, donation $1.
Some of the most famous people that were here were Machine Gun Kelly, not the rapper.
The original Machine Gun Kelly.
And Al Capone.
Yep.
So, and an interesting thing is we saw an actual prisoner, an ex-prisoner that was held here, was sitting outside of where you buy your tickets.
Yep. I think he was even
he wrote a book about it, apparently.
Yeah. So, his name was William G. Baker, number 1259. He was 23 years old when he's here. He's currently 89 years old, so hopefully we'll get to talk to him a little bit or get a book or something. So, Al Capone spent part of his 4.5 years that he was here in the hospital part of it, so I wonder why. Sickness, maybe? Somebody tried to kill him? So one of the little things, I'm gonna read it off the back here, says Robert Stroud was the Birdman of Alcatraz. He had canaries at Leavenworth Penitentiary, but never had birds at Alcatraz. His real nickname was Bird Doctor of Leavenworth. So he's one of the other famous celebrities here. So.
All right, well, let's get inside.
Let's do it. here's the showers. When you first get to Alcatraz, they're gonna get you all cleaned up before they take you over there and get your clothes and get you shaved and get searched and all that good stuff. So basically you had a sink, a toilet, there was a bed in here, and a little table.
Figured I'm never going to get out. Yeah, I'm going to sit right here until I die.
So every inmate on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday was given 2 packs of smokes, whether they smoked or not. So either way you was getting cigarettes, I guess you could either smoke them or trade them and sell them.
So, was anybody thinking about Shawshank Redemption during that? Like how hard it would have been to chisel through that wall?
Yeah, especially the little grate thing that was at the bottom. I was like, yeah. No wonder it took Andy Dufresne a long time, and he wasn't even on Alcatraz.
How miserable would that be to just like live in that tiny little room?
What did it say? It was a 5 by something. Okay, so B block, cell 133, which is this one right here. This is Al Capone's cell that he was in while he was here in Alcatraz when he wasn't in the hospital.
I just want to know what he did to that commode while he was here.
Yeah, he destroyed that commode.
Where'd the clothes go?
Al Capone protects evasion. George Machine Gun Kelly kidnapping. Arthur Dock conspiracy to kidnap. Mr. Creepy conspiracy to kidnap. They said he was creepy because he walked on his toes. Robert the Bird Manstroud, mother. Bumpy, narcotics. And last but not least, Mickey Kaler, income tax evasion. Machine Gun Kelly, Al Capone. Said Al Capone was a street fighter. He was in real good shape. He was tough, but his mind was almost gone because he had syphilis. Transferred from USP Atlanta. Solitary confinement. D block 9 through 14. So you had this door, let me back up. They were closed. If it was occupied, they had to leave the light on. Then you came into the cell. This is what your cell looked like on the inside.
Okay, so this is cell 14D, which is supposedly one of the most haunted areas in this prison.
Oh, okay.
Supposedly in 1940s, a guard heard a prisoner screaming in here, claiming that he saw a creature with red eyes. The next morning, he was found strangled to death in his cell.
Oh, nice.
I've seen people do this, not just even audio recording. Go dead silent and it was back on MCP or something. People often feel coldness, chills in this cell.
Boogie, you feel coldness or chills in the cell? Well, that's because you're holding on to the metal bar that's already cold. Kira's doing an audio recording to try to see if we can get anything. C block. Got him in here playing checkers. Did. So you see this little box right here. And the radio was installed in the 50s. This was a radio box. The prisoners could actually plug their headphones into the box and get one of 2 channels to listen to. The more you know.
Okay, so typically if you walk around cell block A, B, or C, which we are about to go through, people have frequently reported hearing crying and moaning. In addition to that, a psychic reported encountering a malevolent spirit named the Butcher here. Prison records show that a man nicknamed Butcher was assassinated here back in 1940.
Alright, see if we can pick anything up. So here we have visitation. So basically if I'm an inmate, I'm looking in this box right here at you. And this is how we would have visitation. This is how they did it. The escape route. And up the pipe.
What's a fake bed?
And back down the side.
What's a fake bed?
So supposedly, this is how they did it. Using spoons, they dug out the vent in the back of their cells, and all 3 men escaped. So one of the guys tried to escape. They dug out the back of their cells. This is the utility corridor that they dug into. You can see just past the light, the boards going across the gap that they use to escape. 3 times a day, 290 men would gather in this dining hall. They would have 20 minutes to eat. Gas chamber, that's what they nicknamed the dining hall here, because people armed with knives and spoons, fighting broke out, so they were hitting with tear gas. Kitchen area. In the back of the dining hall. If you look right over here, right there where the shape of the knives, that way they could tell what was missing. even with those shaped knives still wouldn't missing. Yeah, but they gave it their best shot. So on March 21st, 1963, these were the last men to leave Alcatraz. It was with Bumpy Johnson, Robert Lipstone,
So the infamous American gangster Al Capone spent his last years here strumming along with the prison's banjo band. Due to fearing that he would be killed if he dared to play the banjo out in the open, he resolved to practice it in the showers. So we're not sure if this area is the showers, because this is the only area we saw that had showers remotely in it, or if the shower area has just been closed off, you know, because it's dangerous to go in or whatever, because they have some areas restricted that we can't go in.
Yeah, and they said that the reason Alcatraz was closed down was because after decades of wind battered and the cold and wet, that the rock started falling apart, and it was deemed too costly to keep up with the repairs and keep it going, so that's why they actually closed Alcatraz down.
So some say you can still hear banjo music being played in the shower area.
Might be Al Capone with his syphilis.
I think if you were probably to come back and do the night tour here, you may be able to catch more on your video. There's a lot of people here during the day. Typically tickets sell out very quickly, so you have to, it's a good idea to purchase online ahead of time. And so, you know, while we were walking through, I mean, it's cold already today, but I did feel some cold spots, like that got colder than the rest of the area.
Yeah, that's solitary confinement. And a couple of the spots in front of the cells where, like, the guys had escaped.
All right, so that concludes our tour of Alcatraz. We hope you enjoyed what you saw and the spooky stories that went along with it. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up, hit that notification bell so you know when we put out new videos, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe.
And like she said, hope you guys did enjoy everything. We enjoyed being here, so check off the bucket list, at least for me. So, all right, we'll catch you guys down the road at the next exit. Later.